Okay, so as Audrey said, my name is Lakeisha Grant. I am a business owner as well as a counselor at the Small Business Development Center at the Entrepreneur Center. So today we're going to talk about a few tips to prepare you for going live, specifically during the Launch into the Holidays campaign. Number one, check your website functions. Make sure everything on your website is functioning properly now. Make sure checkout is operating, make sure shipping is working, make sure if there's a coupon code, your website is accepting the coupon codes. Make sure all of those things are happening now. You don't want to get into the middle of a 15-minute thing and you've got people who are coming, they're interested, and then they go click on your link to buy whatever it is, and then it doesn't work. So that's thing number one. Thing number two, create a separate link if you can, a separate page if you can, if you have specific sale items. So if you have items that are not going to go on sale and then you have items that are going to be on sale, make it easy for people to see, especially if it's going to be more than the three that we talked about in the beginning. Go ahead and make a separate page. That way the customer can go directly to that page, click that link, and see all the items that are actually included in your sale. Make it really easy, make it really simple. If you also have the ability to add any text on there, go ahead and put whatever the promo code is there, if there's one, or any extra information that you want to add right there, you can do that right there. Good lighting. Make sure that while you're in, that you're somewhere that is easy to see. Do not put any filters over your live. I was on a live the other day where the business owner you couldn't tell the color of the product because she had a filter on. So then she had to take like 2 to 3 minutes to take the filter off so that you could see the color of the product, because it was a pair of navy pants that looked black because of the filter. So be very mindful of that. And we're doing these at lunch, so hopefully everybody gets a non-gloomy day and you can just sit by a window and have some good sunlight. Okay. Clear caption with your link and promo code. Make your caption very clear. And I say and promo code because you may not have one. There are plenty of people who just drop things for the holidays and nothing is on sale, and that is absolutely okay. So just make sure that your link is very clear and very easy to access for anyone, because somebody might come in, they're like, oh, I like that product, click that link in your caption and be done with the live. So just make that easy for everyone involved. Make your processing, your processing and shipping policies very clear and post them in several places if you can. So if you have a banner across your top of your website, make sure you put it there. If you have FAQs on your website, make sure you put them there. I would actually suggest creating a shipping and processing policy page separately. Make sure that it is listed there. If you have a automatic email that goes out for confirmations after you place order, make sure that it is updated there. One of the things, people do not read. People do not read and people do not read. So since people do not read, put them several places to back yourself up so that when they do not read, if you get any of the nasty people of the world who do chargebacks, that you can go ahead and send this as verification that there are 7 places that this person could clearly see what it is my policy is, because I don't ship for 7 to 10 business days or whatever the case may be. Also, under that shipping, I would add this as well. Give an example, because unfortunately people don't understand what business days are. So people will just count 5 calendar days, and that's not business days. So give an example, let people know the first day that you order is not a business day. So the day of your live is not the first business day of processing, it's the very next day. So just again, people don't read, but try to empower the few that do. So create a promo code or bit.ly link that is specific to Launch into the Holidays. For bit.ly, the website for that is bit.ly. If you go there, you can create a link that is very specific to Launch into the Holidays. You'll probably, if all of you go do it, it'll probably have to have some numbers or some extra things behind it. Or creating, if you are going to do a sale, creating a promo code that is specific to Launch into the Holidays. Why? We're going to ask you when all this is said and done, how this was for you and your business. This is going to be the easiest way to see if traffic actually came into you specifically from this particular campaign and from the live that you did with Launch into the holidays. So that's why we're saying create a bit.ly link that we can track, or create a promo code that you can track. And that way, just when that comes back, you can know, like, hey, hundreds of people came. That's the hope. Or we can say, hey, a few people came. That's not the hope, but just so that we can have that measurement to see how this is going to improve if we choose to do this again next year. Sounds really, really simple. And I know 15 minutes does not sound like a lot of time, but having a bottle of water or something to drink next to you, you're going to be talking. You're going to be talking nonstop. You want to have something, you might need to clear your throat. Trust me, just have it next to you. Items to be presented prepared. You've got 3 items. You want to have those 3 items right next to you, so that you're not having to lean and reach and get up and walk away. Again, 15 minutes is a lot of time and not a lot of time at the same time. Just make sure that they're right there close to you, so that you can just kind of reach over, grab, show, move on. Also, as you are showing, make sure that you are showing a clear picture. So I don't have anything next to me other than my phone. But make sure that it is clearly presented of what it is, flip it around, do something like that. But just make sure that a person can actually see what the item is. So even if you have big items that you're selling, you may not want to necessarily share those real huge items. You want to pick the ones that people are going to be able to visibly see really well. And I would also say select your biggest items. Select your biggest sellers. The other hack is don't select your biggest sellers that normally sell. Select something that you just want to sell, and try to entice people around that. Leave a few minutes at the end for questions. People may have questions, whether it's if you're doing something that has sizes, it might be on sizing, it might be on colors, it might be on shipping. Just make sure you give yourself a few minutes at the very end for questions. If possible, and I forgot to ask Audrey this, but if please acknowledge the person who's following you and say, hey, jump on over to, I'm just looking at who's at the top of my screen. Hey, we're going to Beth next. So please make sure you stay engaged. Beth's coming up next. Or if you're the final person for the day, say, hey, thank you for watching. Please make sure to tune in tomorrow for 4 more entrepreneurs, 4 more small businesses in our area, something like that. Promote yourself. I feel like most people be like, duh. Yeah, most people don't though. Promote yourself in this event. Do not leave the entire responsibility of promoting this event and you participating in this event on Launch Dayton or any of the other partners. Yes, we are going to share it. Yes, we're going to tell people about it. And yes, we're going to encourage people to support you. The other thing about that is, I don't know if the people that I'm talking to are your customer base. I hope that some of them are, but I don't know if they are. So make sure that you too are sharing and helping us spread the word around this. And then last but definitely not least, if possible, actually there's 2 more. If possible, have a friend in the comments who can help you. Have somebody in the comments that they can kind of field the comments for you just in case. It might be something as simple as all they're doing is consistently copying and pasting a link. It may be they're typing in after you say the price of something, they might be typing in the price to back you up. They might be typing in the promo code. It's not the most important thing, but if there's somebody who's willing to do it for you and just help you out, especially if we get the hundreds that we want, have them there to help you out. And then if you have apparel that has your business name on it, not necessarily that you sell apparel, but if you have something that is indicative to your business, whether it is just your brand colors, has your brand name on it, wear that. You want as much to come out about you and your business as possible during this short period of time. You want to try to make yourself as memorable as possible. So I did pretty good. It's 11:12. So I wanted to get it in and out in 15, but now it is completely open to questions and I don't have a time limit on that at all. So do you all have any questions, anything you want me to go over in more in depth or anything? And I got the chat box actually covered up. Hold on. I see that there's two things in the chat. Is there a way to tag a product while you are live for people to click shop directly? Great question, Katie. So specifically on Facebook, there is. So Facebook has what they call a live shopping option, or a shopping live. So if you can only do that through your business page, you cannot do it through your personal page, which we only want you to do it through your business page anyway. And what it will actually give you two options. So there's one option that you can just put one link in a description and it will stay up outside of the time of when you are actually live. The second option is you can actually go through while you're talking and add more links to very specific products. The only problem is those specific links will not be visible later on the save live. But everyone do the shopping live via Facebook. Everyone do that. So I am worried about filling 15 minutes. Any suggestions on coming up with good time fillers? That is actually something I would not worry about. The bigger thing I would say is make sure that you're describing your product well and clearly. You're going to spend a little bit of time making sure that people understand your processes. Give people basic breakdown, I would say 30 seconds to a minute, and these numbers are completely arbitrary because I've never timed myself, but 30 seconds to a minute of that is going to be an introduction of yourself. Another 30 seconds to a minute is going to be you kind of explaining your business really quickly, giving a quick breakdown of what your business is. You have about another minute that's going to be what we talked about in the very beginning of sharing people what the processing times are going to be for your things. You're going to have another, and this is before you even get into anything about your products, you're going to have probably another minute or so where you are sharing what the promo is. If there's a promo, what the promo is or how this is going to work. And then as you get into your products should probably take you a little more than a minute to actually discuss. And if you're doing 3 products, that will be probably, we'll say 6 to 10 minutes just on the 3 products. What I also say is, if that is something you're concerned about, we've said 3 products because we don't want people like myself with 50 products to try to put in 50 products in 15 minutes. But in that, with the 3 products, if you have a few others, just have them sitting there to the side with you. So if you do need to add some additional things on for time, you have a couple other items there that you can discuss. Let's see here. Okay. Do you have any suggestions for a service-based business instead of showing products via video? So for service-based, I would really encourage you to discuss the type of services, maybe do testimonials, because you obviously can't really show a service-based product. If there's any collateral, I'm saying it this way, even though I know that you're a photographer, Whitney. So I'm saying this for anyone else. If there's any collateral that you can show that backs up the type of service that you do, use that. Use case studies. Yes, and I would say yes to case studies. I would also say be careful with case studies because you only have 15 minutes and you want to make sure it's engaging. So make sure it just depends, because the word case study can be an immediate like, like, I don't know if I'm sticking around for that. But in general, yes, share about what your service is. And like I said, if you have any collateral that you can share that. Katie said helpful hint for those who are not, and I'm going to say it out loud for those who might not be looking in the chat. I always make myself a bullet list of talking points and put it on the table in front of me to help me keep on track. That's great. I see lots of squirrels and elephants and all kinds of things in the middle of me doing things. So I do have to have a checklist to keep me on task. Can you share your screen when you're live? So I know they're adding this feature to Instagram where you can share things. I have not seen this feature yet via Facebook. If I find out between now and the 30th that this is something, then I will definitely do a quick video, send it to Audrey so that Audrey can send it out. This is another thing. I'm not taking the responsibility for that. That's why Audrey is recording and not me, because I'm on vacation. But the other thing about this is save your live video from Facebook, because for those of you who are on Instagram and have business pages on Instagram, Instagram has now included a live shop. It's not really live, but a video shopping feature on there as well, where you can upload a video and tag products inside of the video. So you can take that exact same live and then save it, and later on in the day you can pop it up on your Instagram. I believe it'll show up in your IGTV. Have any other questions?
I think you answered mine, because
Okay.
I have my store is an e-commerce store, and so I have t-shirts and things where I can wear one, but maybe one other one that I might want to show would be, I could show on a model, but I guess I can't really share a screen or go to the store or anything during the live session.
No, no. And I definitely wouldn't try to navigate the store in such a short period of time. I would say wear one, and then also outside of the one that you wear, have the other ones off to the side so that you can, and probably already folded or unfolded so that you can quickly pop it up, show it, and then kind of bring it back down. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't try to navigate. I definitely wouldn't try to navigate through a website during the 15 minutes.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
You got another in the chat, Lakeisha.
I'm a novice. Is there a device that works best for going live? So I personally tend to use my phone. Dominantly, it's a personal preference, because despite I feel like everything looks nice and clear right now on Zoom, whenever I try to do live, specifically on Facebook from my computer, they look grainy to me. So I personally use my phone. It's not a hard and fast rule, but I prefer to use my phone. Any other questions? Any tips? Because I see some faces and I see some names of some I don't want to call y'all old heads, but some non-novices in the game is what I'll say. Some experts per se. So if anybody has a tip that they want to share, you can drop it in the chat. So you're welcome.
I'll jump in real quick. To the comment about promoting who's next. Obviously, I sent out a big schedule, and I'm having everyone confirm their times. So we've got quite a few folks in. I'm going to do one last blast today to the people that haven't responded to confirm those last few times. And I'm hoping by the end of the day today, I will have that final schedule, or at least we'll have the schedule that we're going to be pushing out and publishing. If there's a few slots and people still fill in, I will make sure that you guys have the most updated calendar possible when it comes time for your live. But you should all have access to that, and we're working on some social media graphics as well, and one of those will be sort of that full schedule of all the businesses that are going to be participating. So feel free to refer to that as you're trying to figure out who to promote as someone who's also engaging or is coming up next.
Okay, we got a couple more comments going on here. I am super camera shy, so I'm taking it as much as possible. No need to be camera shy. It's quick. If you get on there and do any of these stories, I don't want to hear about you being camera shy. So I don't know you, so I don't know if you do stories or not. But just in case, if I find you and you're doing stories, you can't be camera shy doing the live. You can't be. It just can't happen. But I will say, maybe do a couple stories, pop in there. I actually hate lives. Especially in the very beginning when no one is saying anything back to me and there's no comments, because I feel like I'm talking to myself. One of the reasons I did not do any slides today was because I needed to see people's faces, because when I'm just looking at a PowerPoint, it is very much so like what I imagine like a padded room to be like. So yeah. Let's see. That would be Audrey. Ask Audrey that. It's a private message, Audrey. I'm just telling them to see you. I'm very live shy as well, so these are great tips. Not a problem. Repeat yourself on key messages and calls action. Yes, make sure. So that's a great point to reiterate. Definitely do it at the very top, like set the tone. The other thing about doing this at the very top and setting the tone is it gives people who might, I'll call them latecomers, but for people who ever get on someone else's Facebook Live, that there's a slight delay from when you actually get on between the notifications to people who follow you, to people actually clicking and getting on. So by doing that in the very beginning, you kind of buy yourself some time, then you do it again at the end. I did a live 2 week ago. And what I did is I reiterated a few things in between products. So that as I was kind of putting down one product, picking up the next product, I reiterated some of those key points, dominantly the processing and shipping, because that's where people don't listen the most. TP, the experts, can you share your Facebook name if you have posts where you've gone live in the past that we can view as samples? I don't have anything that I can share because I delete most of that stuff, to be honest.
Are vanities, do vanities stay up?
Vanity doesn't go live a lot on Baba Love. She goes live
that's
a lot
true.
on
She
her
goes live
personal.
on her personal.
But if you know Vanity Bird, feel free to go live on, or not go live. Feel free to check out her page. She goes and talks about her business often via her lives. I don't accept anyone on my Facebook. So I believe all business things are public. You don't need to request her as a friend to watch the public videos. That is a personal pet peeve of mine. So I'm just going to put that out there for anyone else. I go live frequently. So Whitney says she does go live frequently on her personal page, or you can also check her out on the Whitney Brewer photography page. Good idea. Create a private group page with you as only member, then go live to yourself to practice. Or ask a few friends, because that's the part of going live of me being by myself that I don't like. It's because I'm talking to myself. And don't ask your yes man friends. Ask your friends who are going to be honest with you and tell you that that's not good. So make sure you ask the right friends to judge you on that. Great idea about creating a group. For those of you who are nervous or shy, trust me, no one likes watching themselves. Someone who is perfect on social media. The more vulnerable and authentic you are, the more real you appear to your viewers, customers, and people like buying from real humans. This is the truth, because I watch enough people. Literally, I spend majority of my time watching other business people do marketing and things. I can tell when someone is trying to be like someone else that is considered popular, or something they've seen work for somebody else, because a lot of times I'm already following that other person. So I can clearly tell, like, oh, they're mimicking such and such. Just be you. The biggest issue I have with being me is I have to try not to cuss. I cuss, and I have to try not to cuss, because I try not to cuss in business. So that's the biggest issue I have with being truly me, and going live and talking to the people, because sometimes the cuss words aren't appropriate. Will we be invited to the Launch Dayton live, or are the lives taking place in an event page? Where the live is going to actually be done from your business page, and Launch Dayton and the other collaborating partners are going to share your live to their pages. But we want this to originate and stay with your business, so that when it's all said and done, it still lives on your page and people can see it until you choose to delete it. Beth dropped her Facebook link for you guys. Get excited about your products. Customers mirror your passion. Yeah, I have an odd personality, but definitely Whitney has also dropped her link in there for you guys. I have an odd personality. So I am not necessarily the most excitable person in this world. People laugh at me all the time about that because I win things and they're like, you're really excited, because that's kind of just me. So because of that, be authentic, but do put some energy behind it. I can be quite goofy. So sometimes I have to put a little bit of that in there, because otherwise I don't smile. And I laugh only when I'm laughing at something. So, just making sure that you're checking in with that. All right. Do we have any other questions? I would definitely make sure that you have some level of notes to have in front of you. Just because, like, I'm at the end of this and this is just me kind of going through things off the top of my head, so you hear the ums and the ahs a lot. But if you're trying to avoid that, you definitely want to kind of have some things prepared, just especially if you are going to allow people to ask you questions in the middle of things, just so that if it takes you kind of out of your space of where you were, you can quickly rein yourself back in. Any questions? Any questions? Now listen, for those of you who know me, I'm on vacation this week, so don't. If you go on Monday, you are on your own. I'm not answering another email after I get off of here. So don't inbox me, don't text me. I love y'all, but I'm on vacation. Okay. So
Thank you, Lakeisha. This was fabulous. Good round of information. Thank you so much. I am not on vacation this week, at least not until Thursday. I'll be out of the office Thursday and Friday, but I'm in here. I say here, I'm obviously in my living room, but I am answering emails, work emails through Wednesday. So if you've got any follow-up questions, feel free to send them over. I'll answer what I can. And if I don't know the answer off the top of my head, I'll try to find you one. I will be in touch either later today or first thing tomorrow. I'll try to shoot this. I'll get this webinar uploaded and shoot a link out to that if you want to review any pieces of it. And then, like I said, we'll be following with some social media graphics that you can use to help promote participation. So if you for some reason did not upload your headshot and company logo when you applied, just make sure to get those to me. That's part of what we'll be using for those social media graphics. Otherwise, thank you all for making the time this morning. And like I said before, thank you all for jumping into this experiment with us. We're hoping that we can help everyone connect with you to shop local this holiday season. So Lakeisha and I will hang on here for just a couple of minutes, but I'm going to stop the recording and we're going to start signing off. Thanks, everyone.